The Hockey Dude. The Hockey Dude.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, hockey fans? How are we all doing tonight? Oh, Johnny, could I even get one little notch? Twitch knows when it's a muted stream somehow. But I appreciate your being in the chat, man. Thank you. What's up, hockey fans? I am the Hockey Dude. My name's Anthony, here to talk hockey with you tonight. Like I try to do religiously every night at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. It will alternate from time to time, depending on my schedule, my work schedule, and things of that nature. Things of that nature. So really quick, Elliot Friedman said that the Ducks are looking for scoring. I guess when your deuces are wild, 6 games played, 2 wins, 2 losses, and 2 OTLs. I guess it's pretty interesting that they're going to be looking when John Gibson's playing the way he's playing. You got to try to make a push. A goalie could take you as far as possible, but you obviously need scoring and you need secondary scoring. And right now the Ducks don't have too much of any of that. So DJ Smith's calling his guys out. That's pretty funny. That's pretty interesting. Right now, the Ducks are a -3 in goal differential. They've only scored 11 goals through 6 games. So what's that average out to? About 1.3 goals a game or something like that? My math's not the best. So my math is not the greatest thing in the world. My brain is fried. It's been a long time, a long 42 years on this earth. A lot of scrambled eggs up in this brain of mine. We are going to talk about the top 10 current captains in the NHL today. I won't show you, but I made a list of my 10 to show everybody at the end, so that you guys don't think I'm just agreeing with everything that you say. I know that you're gonna think a lot of mine are crazy, maybe for positioning or maybe even for some of the names on there. That's why I love your opinions. That's why I love when you guys come in and talk with me. It makes it a lot more fun. These conversations get really interesting. They're really well presented by you, the chatters, by you, the fans. And I appreciate all you for viewing, joining. Pardon me. If you like talking hockey, give me a follow. Every follower counts. It helps me reach affiliate status. If I could get there, that would be pretty damn cool. So give me a follow if you're on board with talking hockey weeknights and some weekends, depending on the schedule. Today I'm rocking the old school. Love this jersey. That powder blue Nordiques jersey was one of the best. One of the best of all time. So I do a predictions blog, if you will, every single day for all the games from the night. For those of you that are not familiar with me, and my record on the year for teams that have won the game that I've guessed correctly, we'll call it a guess. It's an educated guess. Uh, but hockey's any given night, and a few bounces, some puck luck, things go your way, your goalie's off, your defense sucks. Hockey's any given night. It's like football on any given Sunday. You can never really just go all out and say, oh, well, yeah, this team's guaranteed to win today. It's impossible. It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. Even the Flying Frenchman days. I mean, even Ken Dryden went like, I don't know, something 8-12 one year or something crazy like that. So I think Dryden's. I'm trying to think here. I think Ken Dryden's rookie year was pure insanity, if I'm not mistaken. I think in Ken Dryden's rookie year, he had like 30, close to 40 wins and like 8 losses. And like, what are you kidding me? As a rookie. Craziness. The numbers that we see, the things that we get to observe. Hockey's just the greatest sport on the planet. And people that don't understand it, I'll be more than happy to give you a tutorial, if you will. But yeah, I do a predictions blog every day. And I'm currently 48-36 on the year. So I'm 12 games above 500. So if you like to bet a few shekels on hockey, maybe take a look at my blog, thehockeydude10.blogspot.com. Thehockeydude10.blogspot.com. I am 48-36 on the season. So, Andy, what's up, brother? Trade me Duncan Keith. How you doing tonight, buddy? Thanks for being here, man. Just going to run through my predictions really quick for tonight's games. So I'm just going to go right into it. I think the Penguins beat the Bruins 3-2. I think the Sabres beat the depleted Rangers 2-1. I think Georgiev has a decent game tonight. I think the Flyers actually fall out of their slump and they beat the Devils tonight 4-2. The Semyon Varlamov-led New York Islanders, even though his 1 point something or sub 1 goals against, it will be a little different come tomorrow. But I think the Islanders beat the Capitals 4-3. I got the Panthers over the Blue Jackets. The real Bobrovsky will finally stand up. I got them going 4-2. I got the Predators over the Blackhawks. The Predators are looking to erase an embarrassing 2 games. I got them going 5-3. I got the Jets getting revenge tonight, 3-2 over the Oilers. I got the Kings beating the Wild 4-3, but I think Kaprizov will have another point to add to his point streak and to keep up with Ty Smith of the New Jersey Devils, who I think has a point in every single game he's played this season. I think they're my 2 front runners for Rookie of the Year right now, obviously. The Stars and the Red Wings, I think the Stars shine tonight, 4-0 over the Wings. I think the Vegas Golden Knights special team steps up tonight. The Blues take a lot of penalties, or at least they did the other night. So I think the Knights win 4-2. I got the Flames over the Maple Leafs. Sorry, guys. 2-0. I got the Sharks over the Avalanche, squeaking one out 5-4. and I got the Yotes beating the Ducks 3-1. Again, I'm 48-36 on the season, so I'm 12 games above the 500 mark. So if you're a betting person, maybe you take into consideration some of these picks that I make. I'll never tell you to bet the Flyers because I am a diehard Flyers fan. Full disclosure, so I will never tell you to bet the Flyers. But if you ever want to talk bets, if you ever want to talk fantasy hockey, you could email me, thehockeydudex@gmail.com. Find me on Twitter, as it says down below, @weaponant. Yeah, I think tonight Calgary's going to come out with a little bit of an edge. Or you think Freddie gives up a whole bunch, huh? I think Freddie's going to play well tonight. I just think Markstrom's going to. Let me double check that. Let me double check that before I say anything about who I think is going to do what. I'm pretty sure it's Freddie. I mean, rightfully so. I don't think they're going to start Hutch. Let's see. Yeah, Markstrom and Anderson confirmed. Yeah, he's out, quote unquote, weeks. That's not good. That's not good. Oh, hold on one second. I'm giving somebody a link on how to get in here to hang out and talk some hockey. Yeah, him being out weeks is really not that good. It's really not that good. Uh, Anderson's been shaky this year, to put it nicely. So let's see what he does tonight. I mean, I'm not going to be perfect in my predictions. Maybe that's one game I get wrong, and Freddie Anderson stands on his head and finds his composure, um, and then makes it time to kick loose. He gets magnified by the mic while he kicks his juice. I was saying before, you see the Ducks are looking for scoring. Did you see that embarrassment last night? What a game! I don't know why you leave Matt Murray in the whole time. DJ Smith had come out and said something like, "Guys are taken for granted the fact that they're NHLers." Um, it's a shit show in Ottawa right now. That Matt Murray trade could bite them in the butt. There's a reason why Tristan Jarry is the starter in Pittsburgh, and I think he's come back the last few games. Pardon me. To to regain the throne and not let Casey DeSmith think that he's going to be pulling out the number one job as of right now. Jarry's looked solid the last few games, so we'll see how that plays out, obviously. But Andy, before you got here, um, you know what the discussion is tonight. We're going to talk top 10 captains of the top 10 current NHL captains around the league. I made a list because I don't want you guys to think that I'm just sitting here saying, "Oh yeah, that's what I say too." We're gonna go 10-1. I want to know who your 10 is. I want to know who your 9 is. I want to know who your 8 is. We're gonna go 10-1. We'll probably start that in a few minutes here. Just want to see if we get any other chatters to come on in and give their opinions. Talk with us some hockey tonight. But Andy, you got to trade me Duncan Keith. I made you a really solid offer, man. Andy and I are in a simulated hockey league together that we do as a pretty cool hobby. It's run by this really good dude, Grant. And I was talking to Andy earlier today, trying to get my team defense to be a little bit better so that we can make a run for the playoffs this season. Any of you guys in simulated leagues? It's a lot of fun, especially if you have the right group of general managers, it's a lot of fun. Of course you do, bud. Of course you do. I get it. Hey, maybe I get lucky. Nobody comes after him, and the 2 picks I offered you are enough to make it happen. I'm in no rush. The season's early. We'll see what happens. I just don't want anybody else getting him if I could help it. He'd be a solid addition. I mean, you have him. But I think you're doing the right thing, dude. I think that maybe a rebuild will be a little bit more fun. Bring back some of the passion for you. Maybe going all out and trying to develop youth and see what you can do in a rebuild as opposed to a retool. I know you're looking for picks and prospects. Maybe get rid of everybody. Maybe no, you got cornerstone pieces. You got a couple guys that you can really build around. So but yeah, I'm the hockey dude. We're talking hockey tonight like we do every single night. Uh Try to get this wrapped up before the night begins. Dude, I don't blame you. If we're falling out of the playoff spot, I think I'm gonna go the same route. I may even trade Couturier. Go complete rebuild, just dump out everybody and start from scratch and see what happens. But I'm not good with the drafting. I mean, some of the guys in that league, they know where kids are playing in high school. It's scary. So, but yeah, while you're here, buddy, we're going to talk about the top 10 current NHL captains around the league. I have a list of 10. I have them broken down from 10 to 1. I'd like to go from 10 to 1. Um, we're probably not going to agree on any of them except for maybe number 1 and number 2, but we'll get there. We'll get there when we get there. We're not going to go at it right now. Um, John, you may like one of the guys that I have on the list, or you may hate the fact that I put him on the list. I don't know. I don't know how that's going to roll. So, Andy, tell me. You look around the league. Uh, what do you got? 3 teams that don't have captains. So you have 28 captains around the National Hockey League. I hope you sort it through, and you're thinking to yourself, and you're making a list, you're checking it twice, you're being like Santa, Hockey Santa. I'm here to give you presents, guys. Come join Hockey Santa, aka the Hockey Dude. Who would you say is the 10th ranked captain out of the 28 captains in the National Hockey League right now? Who would fall in your number 10 spot? That's what I want to know. I want to know who you got at 10. Who you think very interesting. Very interesting. Because of his tenure, because of his play. So I'm going to tell you who I got at 10. At 10, I have Shea Weber. I have Shea Weber because what he does to the young group of players on that Montreal team. I know he's a huge leader. I have him because he also did what he did in Nashville. And Montreal bringing him over, aside from the injuries, the guy's a huge factor to the development of these young kids in Montreal. And I think it's a big reason why I think he's a big reason why Montreal is where they are currently today, and why they have such great chemistry, and why they're playing as a whole unit, and it's not just a select bunch of guys. Yeah, no, I like Foligno. He didn't make my top 10, but that's why we have these discussions. So, he's not in my top 10. He's outside of my top 10. He is a phenomenal leader. He's got the tenure. I know Weber doesn't have the tenure per se in Montreal, but we know his abilities as a captain. So who do you have at your number 9 spot? I know you probably did like I did. I know you probably made a list, my friend. Who is your ninth ranked current NHL captain? And just for the record, Shea Weber is a plus 82 lifetime through his career. A plus 82. But when you hear what some of these captains that I picked have for a plus minus, Tavares, he's in my top 10, but I have him a little higher than you. At my number 9, and I say this because he has faults, he has flaws, not on the ice, but off the ice. I have Alex Ovechkin. I have Ovi ranked as my number 9 out of 10 current NHL captains. And it's not because, again, it's not because of what he does on the ice. It's his makeup as a whole. I think he's a good leader. I'm sure the tenure, I mean, he's been a captain of the Capitals for 12 years. So the tenure has a lot to play in that. They haven't stripped him. They haven't made adjustments. Um, so so that's my number 9. I put Ovi. I like Tavares. He's coming up soon, but not just yet. I had him ranked a little bit higher, only because I agree with you. I think he's a little too quiet, but it's Toronto. It's his hometown. Maybe he's a little intimidated. Obviously, not on the ice, which is important. But maybe there's a little bit of an intimidation factor there. Maybe. Maybe. So, who's your number 8? And Jose, you better have a list ready. I want to hear your 10, even if you're not able to make it into the chat in time. I hope you got your 10 ready. The chat is such a delay on my end. We're probably all in good time, but there's such a I have them a lot higher, but there's a couple of reasons for that. I'm probably going to agree with your assessment as to why, because it's probably the same reasoning why I have him ranked. I just think that there's a couple other factors that I made him go higher than that. The only reason I have who I have at number 8 is due to the fact that he's only been the captain for like 3 or 4 years. Pardon me. I should eat after this show. I shouldn't eat while we're streaming, or right before we're streaming. So my number 8, while I wait for your, I'm sure it's probably the same, but the same. A lot of these guys are probably gonna have the same assessments. It's gonna come down to base the tenure, to production, and to what we know of them off the ice. We both know Giroux's a leader in the locker room, in the community, um, obviously on the ice. I mean, he's getting up there in age, but I don't remember. I don't know if you guys remember a few playoff years back. First shift of the game, he goes out and blasts Sidney Crosby. It's a memory I'll hold near and dear for a long, 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 long time. My number 8 is Connor McDavid, and the only reason I might have him at 8 is because of his tenure, his time as a captain. Which is why I have Ovi at 9, Andy. Ovi's antics on the ice. Yeah, Drew could be a little bit of a sore person. Oh, dude, don't be sorry, man. I'm sorry I'm always catching you during dinner time and bedtime, but I trust me, I appreciate you being here to do this. It means a lot, and it's a lot of fun. I love the differences in perspectives. So I put McDavid at 8, for the reasons that I said. So Ovi's your number 7, and my number 7 is Tavares. And we probably both have similar reasonings as to why they even made the list and why they are where they are. Um, so I put Tavares at number 7, and you put Ovechkin at number 7. Um, Ovechkin's antics really annoy me. Every time he scores a goal, you would think it was the game-winning goal in the Stanley Cup, of like Game 7, double overtime, and oh my God, Ovechkin one-timer from the slot, game over. He does it too much. He does it all the time. But you got to take in that tenure. Ovi's been there like 11 or 12 years. You know, Tavares only has what, a year under his belt with the C in Toronto? So, oh, I don't disagree with that at all. I'm sure they're quite a build up, but I just ugh, he just he just annoys me. I respect him. I love him. He's a hell of a hockey player. Oh yeah. But I'm just talking about in Toronto as a whole. I know Weber. I said what he did in Nashville. Um, if John was here, he'd be able to clarify that for sure. Let's see if he responds to my message. I'm I want to say yes. For some reason, I'm drawing a blank. I want to say yes, but either which way. All right. So we obviously have a few guys, a lot of similarities. You have Foligno. That's the one difference. I don't have him on my list at all. Yo, Jose, what's up, buddy? Thanks for being here, brother. I'm glad you were able to get in a little bit earlier than originally anticipated. Yeah, Tavares. It was confirmed that Tavares was a captain of Long Island. Jose, so catch up really quick. Wow, man, you are Speedy Gonzalez. All right, so really quick, we're up to number 7. We've named our 7. Andy has Foligno, La. Tavares, Giroux, and Ovi, 10, 9, 8, 7. I have Shea Weber, Alex Ovechkin, Connor McDavid, and John Tavares, 10, 9, 8, 7. What do you got as 10, 9, 8, 7? And then we'll get into 6, Andy and Jose. We'll get into the 6 slot. You guys may think I put him a little too high, but I have my reasons. I was flip-flopping between 6 and 5 for a little bit, but I'm going to leave it as it is written on the sheet. Yeah, he has Foligno at 10. I have Weber at 10. That's the only. But he said he does have Weber in his top 10. I don't have Foligno, so that's the only difference right now. All right, so we were saying he has Ovi where he has Ovi, and I have Ovi where I have Ovi because of his on ice antics and the fact that I mean, look what he did recently. Let's take recent history into play. You're the captain of the team. You're the captain of the team. You should not be going against COVID protocol. So that's why I things like that. But his tenure, speaks in volumes. Well, it's the 10 current captains, but we're basing it as a whole over the course of their tenure, their careers, if you will. Um, there's a C on their chest for reasons, obviously. So, but we're going off of a whole array of intangibles, if you will. Quick trivia: can any of you guys guess who Ovi replaced as the captain of the team? Okay, yeah. So we're going 10-1. Let's keep it at that. No, that's okay. That's okay because he's still a current captain. The only obviously you wouldn't be able to pick a guy from Ottawa or New Jersey or the Rangers because they don't have a captain. So we're currently at number 6. Andy. Oh, the trivia. Does anybody know who Ovechkin replaced as the captain of the Washington Capitals at the time when he did some 12, 13, 14, 15 years ago? The only reason I think I know this is because I loved him when we had him. All right, while I answer that question, Andy, Jose, who would you have in the 6th spot as top 10? There you go, Andy. Mike Knuble. Good job, Andy. That's exactly who he replaced. Nice work, sir. I'll send you a sticker if I can find one. Yeah, Jose, man, we got time. The Flower game puck drop is until probably 7:05, which I'm assuming is also the Leafs. Or are they playing in Calgary tonight? Why do I forget these things? Oh, I think they're playing in Calgary tonight. Okay. Even with his quiet demeanor, huh? You got him ranked that high, which is fine. We all seem to agree on John Tavares being a top 10 captain in the league. Johnny Boy, welcome back, buddy. I'm glad that you got out of that meeting and didn't have to endure torture for an hour. So Jose has John Tavares as his 6th out of 10. I agree with that, Jose. I can't disagree with that at all. Which a lot of these guys are. Like I was telling Andy, like Shea Weber is just an all-around leader, so you know. Can't do it all. Can't do it all. All right, Andy, who you got at 6? I don't know if I saw if you posted. Oh, at 6 you have Weber. Okay, so at 6 you have Weber. At 6 Jose has John Tavares. My number 6 is Ryan Getzlaff. He's been the captain for quite some time. So we're going 10-1. I did Weber, Ovi, McDavid at 8, Tavares at 7, and now Getzlaff at 6. Ryan Getzlaff is the leader. He's a leader of men. And he didn't make the top 5 because you'll I think you guys will find it interesting who my top 5 is. All right, so me having him at 6 isn't too far off. I just think his tenure. Going off tenure for Getzlaff as well. You know, he's been the captain of that Ducks team for a long time. Unfortunately, John, I'm not going to try to ruin the fun here, but spoiler alert, Anders Lee is not in the top 10 of current captains amongst NHL teams on my list. I don't know if Andy or Jose think otherwise, but unfortunately, I didn't put him on my list. All right, so here we go. We're going into the grand finale here. Yeah, I don't think Anders Lee makes the cut right now, John. But you never know. If we have this conversation again in 5 years, it could be a whole different story. I like Anders Lee. He's a hell of a player, and he says all the right things. So Jose has Ovi at 5. Andy, who's your 5 spot? That's interesting. You have Ovi so high. What makes you put Ovi right smack dead in the middle? I'm just curious. I've gave my spiel about why I have him where I have him. Is it the tenure? Well, excuse me. Fair enough, Jose. Wow. Andy, you know, I was going back and forth with him and one of the other guys that I have on my list in the top 5. I was actually going to put him pretty high, but there's something about one of the guys that I have on the list, and I'll explain it in a few minutes. But awesome call with Kopitar. He's a hell of a player. He's a hell of a leader. Although I still think Dustin Brown should be the captain of the Kings. But that's just me. You know what? You know what's interesting is wasn't Roberto Luongo? Let's jump off for one sec. Yeah, I know. I know. I get it, Jose. But he's not. Don't. We obviously don't have to worry about that. Wasn't Roberto Luongo a captain? Wasn't he like the only goalie to ever be a captain too, if I'm not mistaken? Why don't we have more goalies of captains of teams? Is it because they're all head cases? Because we know that they're all head cases. Humongous big head case. Ah, that's right. It's a league thing. That's a stupid thing. It's just stupid. A goalie should be a captain. A goalie's a player. So my number 5, he'll be the longest tenured captain in team history tonight. His Iron Man streak is at 322 or 323 games tonight. He's been a leader on and off the ice. And it's my boy, captain, my captain, Claude Giroux. I put Giroux in the 5 spot. Maybe not so much this year, but for many, many, many years, Claude led the team. And he just surpassed Bobby Clark for most games played as a captain in Philadelphia Flyers history. Well, he'll do that this evening. So, my boy Claude makes the list, number 5. I won't cry if you guys bash me. It had to be done. It had to be done. He's been the captain there for 8 years, or 9 years, or 7. I can never remember exactly when. By the way, did you guys know Ryan Getzlaf is a plus 131 for his career? That's just stupid. But wait till you hear my number 3 and his plus minus. You put Connor that high. Okay, I have him on the list, so I'm not going to argue with you having him on the list. I'm not going to argue with you. I put him at number 4. I respect your opinion. McDavid's a hell of a player. He's a hell of a leader. Indeed, he does. Indeed, he does. I'm hoping Andy doesn't have wet hands and can put his number 4 into the chat. I gotta shut my band group chat off. No, yeah, John, I'm just talking about as a Flyers captain. Bobby Clark played 610 games or 11 games wearing the C, and tonight Giroux plays either his 611th or 612th. No, it's okay, man. You're here, and that's all that matters. I'm hoping Andy can get in here. There he is. Okay, so I have Giroux at 5. I went on my whole spiel as to why, and I'm a homer, so I'm not gonna leave my boy off the list. So I have Giroux at 5. I was gonna put him higher, but I just think that the fact that he has an Ironman streak going, he'll be the longest tenured captain in Flyers history. The things that he did on the ice during the playoffs years back, he's great in the community. He's great in the locker room. So I have him there. So we're waiting on your number 5, Andy. And then we'll jump into 4, 3. I'm pretty sure we're all going to have the same 2 and 1. Oh, yes, yes. Jose, look at you, brother. Look at you. For some reason, I thought Kobe was his 6. Kobe was his 5. All right, so who you guys got at 4? Bro, you're on the ball. Absolutely. You're like James Harden. You're the James Harden of my chat. Who do we have at number 4, gentlemen? I wish we had some ladies in here too. Ladies love hockey. We got to find a way to build my stream. We'll get there one day. We'll have a really, really good chat. Ah, yes, yes, yes. So much going on. I'm trying to see if that's 5. Jose has McDavid at 4. That's right. So young and so beautiful. And Andy has Getzlaff. So we all have similarities in these captains. Kopitar and Foligno were off the board for me, which was interesting. Um, I don't disagree with you having them in your top 10 at all. Um, I I wouldn't have had Foligno. I think there's a couple guys that are coming up. So, but Getzlaff's a hell of a captain, hell of a tenure, hell of a player. All right, gentlemen. My number 4, Steve Stamkos. Stamkos is a hell of a captain. Stamkos is a hell of a player. Stamkos is a hell of a leader. Stamkos is very well spoken. I can only imagine what his numbers would look like if he hadn't been without the injuries. But it's good to see him still going strong. Yeah, yeah. You guys are gonna be shocked at my number 3. I know it. Andy, who you got at 3? John, I wish I would have gave you homework to do, but I know you're busy with work, man. I would love to have your input in the top 10. So I'm just going to recap. We're going through the top 10 current NHL captains. We're up to the third. We're going in order from 10 to 1. I had Shea Weber at 10, Alexander Ovechkin at 9, Connor McDavid at 8, John Tavares at 7, Ryan Getzlaff at 6, Claude Giroux at 5, Steve Stamkos at 4. Jose has Stamkos at 3 for all the same reasons I had him at 4. Andy, I am shocked. I am blown away that you just broke my heart. You just destroyed my excitement. Oh, I know, but I don't think you could have Bergie higher than the other 2 guys that are on this list. I don't think he has Bergie at all. I have Bergie at 3. I think he was a captain before he was a captain. And that's exactly why I have him right there. I mean, you're a Selke Trophy winner. One day Sean Couturier is going to be the captain of the Flyers. But yeah, I can understand the fact that you have to pledge your allegiance. It's all good. It's all good. But he was a captain before he was a captain. And for that reason, he gets my number 3 spot. Now, Now, it's the moment that I've really been waiting for because I want to see if you guys agree with me. Yeah, but he's got it now. So he's a current captain. And he played the role 100%. 100%. That's why it was so easy for them to transition from Z to naming a new captain. I thought it was funny what they did with Martian. Um, how they gave him the joke. They all played a joke on Bergie. That was pretty funny. I'll give it to them for that. But guys, this is, yeah, if I could say that, I would too. Andy, you broke my heart twice tonight. Jose, who you got to? Can you make up for Andy breaking my heart? I got Crosby at 2. Now I'm wondering if that's just the disdain inside of me that made me do that. Because I think Johnny Tays is the best captain in hockey. you maybe it's the fact that he's on the Penguins and I subconsciously, blindedly didn't know that I was putting him at 2 because I'm a Flyers fan. Yeah, no. I'm not taking anything away from Sid. Nothing at all. He's a phenomenal player, generational talent. You know, the guy has, what does he have? 1,200 something points, 1,300 points. Yeah, I know, but the fact that Toes was cool with it, Tays was cool with it, is why I put him at number 1. Maybe that's what it was too. No, it's listen. That's why we have these discussions. Do you know that Sidney Crosby? Okay, so there's 3 numbers I wrote down that I really, they're mesmerizing to me. Mesmerizing. Sidney Crosby has a plus minus of plus 175 over his career. But that's nothing. Johnny Tays has a plus 193. He's a plus minus plus of 193. But that's nothing. That's nothing. Patrice Bergeron is a plus 202 over his career. Listen, I was torn. Um, Maybe we have to do a 1-1A and then I'll give the nod to Sid. You're right. You can't really have a number 2. It's really, they're both leaders. And just so you guys don't think that I was BSing in any way and going off the board or agreeing with you guys, I wrote it all down. My top 10. Bergie's a plus 202. Tays a plus 193 and Sid's a plus 175. I mean, Sid has what? Almost a 1.5 point per game clip. Yeah, it's pretty crazy the numbers that are out there that when you see them, you're like, holy cow. I mean, obviously, I do a little bit of research. I can't remember everything. When you're 6 points a game when you're watching porn, that's pretty good. I give you props. What's up, Chris? Thanks for jumping in, dude. Yeah, so does Patrick Laney. Yeah, Chris. I'm probably just as good as you. Yeah, Patrick Laney said that. Why is Blake Wheeler not on your list, Anthony and Andy and Jose? How dare you guys? He's a wonderful captain. He's a wonderful human being. I'm so upset that I was traded from Winnipeg to get away from him. I'm gonna miss him. I'm doing good, buddy. I'm getting ready for some hockey. I think we're all getting ready for that 7 o'clock. Well, 7:05 puck drop. What's on the docket for you guys for the early game? You guys catching any of the early game, or are you just waiting for the Leafs? Nah, it sucks when the chat gets quiet because I'm out of stuff to talk about. Congratulations to Claude Giroux, all-time leader, longest tenured captain in Philadelphia Flyers history. It's quite the feat, especially when Bobby Clark had it for so long. No, dude, no, 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 no. It's okay. We're gonna be wrapping this up in about a minute because I gotta go watch the what we call the Turnpike rivalry between the Philadelphia Flyers and the New Jersey Devils. Oh, I am jealous. Maybe I'll do chicken tacos next week for Taco Tuesday. Taking care of Pop, he can't have tacos, so we had soup today. Soup. Yeah, you gotta catch a little bit of the early games. Yeah, I'm hoping I can catch some of the Leafs game. No, there's nothing wrong with soup, but it was bland. My grandmother made it, and she's 86, and she doesn't use salt anymore. So it was just really bland, and it just didn't really wasn't wasn't appeasing. Oh, it was like 32 degrees, and we had some dusting as well down here. So, but you guys have been awesome. It was a lot of fun um, ranking these current captains. No, I know that my dad doesn't have any in his house, so I was SOL. I was SOL tonight with my soup. Yeah, my dad doesn't have any in his house, and obviously, there's no close stores around here, so I wasn't gonna go out and get some. It's all good. I eat it anyway. All right, Chris. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get my Merce and I'm gonna carry it in. Y'all, listen, everybody, Jose, Andy, John, Chris, those of you that are lurking in the background, everybody that was here tonight, great conversation. Appreciate you all. Love all the opinions. You guys make this really enjoyable. I'm grateful to all of you. I will. I'll talk to you guys later. Let me see how to do this now. I have something I have to do. Let's see if this works, John. We're raging. We're raging right now. We're gonna raid it up.
Yo, you're awesome hockey, dude. This stream is super lighthearted. Hold on, your friends with JJ, I think so. That's how we roll in my hockey chat as well. Sweet. That's what's your a whole lot about hockey? But if there's a team like that's a team. That's what I'm saying. Absolutely. You know what? I gotta get a win for TNT as well. Yep, this one's for hockey, dude. That's cool. Yo, JJ. Let's go. Thank you very much, man. JJ super. JJ. Hashtag replay for JJ. Super fun games. So basically what's happening right now is we need to jump through these hoops, right? Every hoop is worth 23 points up top. Very close. We've got 52 more seconds. Now, the team is in last place. This one we've got the Reds. And the team is going to so lighthearted. Yeah, keep playing where we're doing this. Everybody's hiding JJ. Those games always had just this best soundtracks. There was something for getting it together. 39. When are they playing? Are they playing in the near future? Manchester United is really good team. Let's go. Yo, thank you very much. I appreciate it. So far. Here we go. Yo, let's go, yeah. Now, man, this game right here, if you get a PlayStation, if you get this game on PlayStation, please, absolutely. It'll get you in the wrong. One of my goals for this year is to help JJ get it. That might cost me. So this is like a 60-player thing. So until there's only, dude. I got eliminated. Yo, I thought I was still gonna be the last one. It's okay. Yeah, of course. Dude, I just lost the banana. The banana guy. But here's the thing, even though I'm not going to recruit them, I'm pretty good with their dream team. So we want them to win. Yeah, Luke is in here.